Continuing our coverage on Yanko Romero, the man accused of shooting and killing another man near an apartment complex off Palm Beach Boulevard. In court today, we learned he is now also accused of another violent act, this time inside the jail.
Wing News reporter Bridget Bruchowski is live from the Fort Myers courthouse. So Bridget, what happened and what could this mean for Romero's murder case?
Russ, Emma, a detective testified saying that Romero beat another inmate nearly to death just 2 days after his arrest. Now, I spoke with a defense attorney who's not affiliated with the case about this, and he told me what happened in jail will be tried separately. And as for Romero's competency, well, this might delay the trials and justice for the family. Just days after his arrest, deputies say Yanko Romero snapped, accused of an unprovoked, brutal beating. According to the police report, Romero used closed fists, elbows, and feet to repeatedly strike the victim in the facial area. The victim, according to the report, was another inmate, left unconscious. When deputies tried to intervene, Romero would intermittently begin jumping and raising his hands, shouting for deputies to kill him and challenging them to fight. Wink News security analyst Rich Kolko says after this attack, authorities can change how they secure Romero.
He could be moved to a medical segregation unit or a disciplinary segregation unit where he would be by himself or watched more often, more carefully to prevent something like this from happening again.
Criminal defense attorney Malcolm Godwin is not associated with this case, but offers perspective on what can happen next.
What happened with his case in the jail is going to be a separate case all by itself.
Fort Myers police says Romero has schizophrenia and bipolar disorder and was off his medications. But legally, that only complicates things further.
The term we would use is whether they are competent or not competent. Being not competent means that you don't know who the judge is, or you don't know who the prosecutor is, or you don't even know who your own defense counsel is.
That determination could drag out his murder trial.
That may extend the case a few months or a few years, depending on how long it takes for him to be competent.
But mental illness alone doesn't mean Romero avoids trial.
You can have a mental illness and still be competent. The issue is whether that mental illness is affecting your ability to understand the court proceedings.
Romero now faces 2 more charges: aggravated battery by a person detained in jail and for resisting an officer. But for now, live in Fort Myers, Bridget Bruchowski, Wink News.
Bridget, thanks.